Everybody knows the golden rule. The best cure for a crazy person is finding someone even crazier. That's why so many bullies only learn their lesson when they bump into someone who's not afraid to push back. And trust me, life has a funny way of putting people in their place when they least expect it. Today, you'll see a countdown of tough guys and gals who tried to act all badass and got owned instead. Some got humbled instantly. Others became walking memes that the internet never forgot. So if you're not a bully yourself, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's roll. Picture this, a guy selling candy on a bus, just doing his job, politely offering his product to passengers. Out of nowhere, one of the passengers starts mocking him, trying to play the tough guy. The dude stands up, towering over the seller, trying to intimidate him in front of everyone. But the seller, he wasn't backing down. He answered back with confidence until the bully demanded, "Give me one then." Well, he got one all right, but it wasn't candy. The seller landed a clean punch, dropping the wannabe tough guy flat on the floor. He laid there stunned, blinking like he just woke up in another dimension. The passengers burst out laughing, and a few even clapped as if they had just witnessed a live boxing match on their daily commute. Meanwhile, the candy seller, showing more class than anyone expected, apologized to the rest of the passengers for the scene. Honestly, if he had pulled out his candy box right after that punch, I'm pretty sure he would have sold out in minutes. Imagine the sales pitch. Buy now or you're next. In Sao Paulo, Brazil, a woman was at the hospital supposedly taking care of her relative. Instead, she started feeding and medicating other patients without authorization. When nurses tried to stop her, she lashed out and attacked them. Police were called immediately. When officers arrived, she didn't calm down.
Você não sabe nem das leis.
Não?
Não. Pra mim são Eu sei o que você tá fazendo na polícia.
Não?
Não.
She kept cursing them out, resisting, even demanding to be arrested, as if it were some kind of power move. And guess what? The cops granted her wish. The moment she was handcuffed, all that tough girl energy vanished, and she suddenly acted like the victim. Witnesses say she kept yelling that she pays taxes and had a right to be in the hospital.
Tira, sai perto.
Me prende.
Sai perto.
Não, me prende. Me prende. Olha, ó, filma, mano. Presa, vou presa. Ó, tira a mão, tira a mão de mim! Tira a mão de mim! Tira a mão de mim!
Refusing to leave politely when asked. In the end, she was dragged out, becoming a walking example of secondhand embarrassment. Let's be real, if you're going to scream, take me to jail. Don't be surprised when the cops say, okay, hop in. Two guys were walking right in the middle of the street, blocking traffic like they owned it. A driver honked and politely asked them to move aside, but instead of stepping away, the two tough guys started swearing.
Oi! It's time to calm down, folks. Dickheads! Oi!
Bad idea. The driver decided to cool them off with a splash. Literally, he hit them with a full blast of water. Judging by their clothes and the cloudy sky, that was probably the last thing they wanted that day. The two suddenly weren't so tough anymore, scrambling to get out of the road while drenched like wet cats. Still, nothing teaches manners faster than a cold shower in public. The driver just rolled away, probably laughing to himself and feeling like the unofficial superhero of road etiquette. Security footage caught a delivery guy getting sucker punched by a furious customer. The reason? The dude forgot to include his apartment number in the order. The app canceled after 15 minutes, and instead of blaming himself, he blamed the worker. Classic bully logic. But here's the twist. Delivery drivers stick together like a family. Word spread, and soon dozens of bikers showed up at his building. Fireworks popped outside as a message.
Só pra te ver!
Don't mess with one of us, or you mess with all of us. Suddenly, the same guy who threw the punch didn't dare come downstairs. When a whole squad of bikers is outside your building chanting, being tough suddenly loses its appeal. Some people don't just mess up, they double down on stupidity. A man made an illegal turn, dropped his wallet without noticing, and when a motorcyclist tried to return it, he insulted him. The biker still tried to help, but patience only stretches so far. To top it off, the guy's phone was also left on top of his car. Did he really think everything would be neatly handed back to him? Not this time. The wallet and phone lesson probably burned harder than any ticket. Maybe now he'll understand. Respect on the road costs nothing, but arrogance, that'll cost you everything. In Mato Grosso, Brazil, bar patrons witnessed a scene straight out of a bad comedy. A woman on parole, wearing an ankle monitor, decided to throw beer in a police officer's face. Not only had she already broken the law by disabling her monitor and drinking alcohol, both forbidden, she then thought it was smart to publicly humiliate a cop. Bouncers grabbed her instantly. Officers cuffed her and escorted her back to jail, probably faster than it took her to order that beer. For someone just out of prison, that was the single dumbest choice she could have made. Another man lost his mind when his motorcycle was seized over paperwork issues. He cursed non-stop, threatened officers, even demanded a fight. The cops stayed calm at first, but when you beg long enough for contact, eventually you're gonna get it. After a private conversation, his rage evaporated. He walked slowly, almost meek, like a balloon losing air. Sometimes the scariest punishment isn't violence. It's realizing the people you mocked could squash your ego in seconds. In Russia, a driver obsessed with overtaking forced his car between two trucks, nearly causing a disaster. Then he slowed down, trying to annoy the truck behind him. That ended in a crash, but when he stepped out, ready to argue, he took one look at the trucker and changed his mind instantly. His puffed chest deflated, he accepted blame without another word. For someone in a rush, he lost time, money, and pride. Call it instant karma on 4 wheels. An American grandma was pulled over for a broken taillight. The fine? $80. Fair enough, it had been broken for 6 months. Instead of signing, she cursed, refused, and tried to drive away. Within minutes, she was tased and arrested. Now she faces bail, lawyers, and court fees.
Get you to sign there with the Exodus.
So you don't even give a warning for this?
You've been driving around for 6 months like that.
I'm truthful.
Well, I'm not going to give you a warning for something you've been driving for 6 months.
But you've seen me in here. You've seen me in
No, I
town.
haven't.
You've had to. You be fair with me and I'll be fair with you.
Step out.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I'm not.
I'm placing you under arrest. Step
You
out.
are full of because you're not placing me under no damn arrest.
All because she thought $80 was unfair. Moral of the story? Sometimes the cheapest option is just paying the ticket. A driver refused to wait for heavy machinery to finish. The operator didn't argue. He lifted the car like a toy and moved it aside. The driver's face probably turned pale faster than his tires spun in reverse. Lesson learned, your compact car is not winning against a multi-ton construction beast. Pick your enemies carefully. A spoiled kid in a convertible nearly ran over a skateboarder at a crosswalk. He slammed the brakes, honked, and smirked. The skater didn't hesitate. Bam! He smashed the windshield. Glass everywhere. The driver froze while the skater vanished into the streets. Imagine explaining that one to your dad. Hey, about the car. The windshield's gone because I annoyed the wrong skater. Good luck.
Damn, yo. Look at this Porsche. What the f? Yo! Yo! What the f? Yo, he just smashed his whole windshield. Holy s***. Bro, you good? Bro, what the f? Bro! Bro, what the f?
Fast food workers have nerves of steel, but even they can only take so much. At a Middle Eastern spot in the US, a woman exploded because her kid's order wasn't right. Instead of calmly asking for a fix, she insulted workers, demanding they speak English.
It's really rude. And if you want to be polite to the customer, okay? If you want to be polite to the customer, then you speak not to know English, not to get it right the first time. You get it right the first time. The customer is always right. Get it right the first time. Get it right the first time, okay?
They agreed to remake it, but she refused to wait 15 minutes. Karma, however, didn't wait either. The scene embarrassed her more than any wrong order ever could. The rest of the restaurant laughing behind their fries. At a McDonald's, a couple demanded free food after waiting 25 minutes. They refused to take the order unless it was free. The worker, already drowning in tasks, wasn't having it. He stood firm. This wasn't Burger King, and no, they weren't getting freebies. The couple left empty-handed, but full of embarrassment. Sometimes the most expensive meal is the one you didn't pay for because everyone saw you act entitled. In Fortaleza, Brazil, an off-duty chief drank too much and confronted a patrol officer. Cameras caught him slurring, flashing his badge, throwing authority around. The officer stayed calm, but patience has limits. Eventually, the chief was cuffed and taken in. The irony, he landed on the wrong side of the bars. Imagine being locked up with people you once arrested. Karma doesn't get more cinematic than that, and that's our countdown. Remember, real strength isn't bullying people, it's controlling yourself. See you next time.